In the beginning, I asked you to think about what it is you want to create this year, if you could pick one thing. And I'm asking you this because it's really important to know where you're going. Shreem is a seed sound for Lakshmi. Lakshmi is the goddess of prosperity, we know, right? Beauty, we know, purity, but her name means to be able to focus, to know where you're going, to have a goal. So her energy can actually bring us into focus, bring us into a direction. So what direction are you going? Dr. Play, gives the example. If you want to drive from California to New York, you need to know which direction you're going. You need to have a roadmap to get there. Okay. And Lakshmi, Shreem, can do that. So we're incorporating this mantra into our environment, into everything that we talked about so far, to further our goals, to create more precision into our goals, and even just to have goals. Most people walk around not having goals, or if they had a goal, they forgot about it, and now they're just doing life, right? Shreem Brzee will help you stay focused, which is such a beautiful, powerful way to get a gift from the mantra. It's an additional gift from the mantra. So having goals is important because it helps you to know where you're going. Set very specific goals, what it is you want to create. And, even from the universal thought manifestation process, if you say, I would like a car, well, what kind of car? What color is it? What year is it? Is it electric or, fuel powered? Be specific so that the order from the universe can come to you, right? So a couple things that you want to be mindful with your goals is that they are realistic in the sense that you believe them. You have to believe them. No one else. It doesn't matter what other people think is realistic or not. And so it's not like realistic in terms of some sort of set guideline. It's realistic in what you feel is possible. So really the conception of it. Oh, I think I can make that amount of money. And start low. Do yourself a favor and start where it feels really doable. Like you're not quite there yet, but it's really doable. Like, oh, I can make 30% more. That's totally doable. Or I can make 10% more. That's totally, yes, maybe one day you want to get to 100% more of whatever it is that you have. But going from 0 to 100% may be a little bit too much for the limited conception, limited ability to perceive that we have. So our Maya restricts us, like our perception restricts us by conditioning. We're supposed to be allowed to have this much or not this much. So bypass that. We'll get to that. That will by itself unravel the more you're chanting Shreem Brzee. So for right now, just do yourself a favor and start smaller and be like, yeah, I totally feel 10% is fine, 20% is fine, 30% is fine, 50%, maybe too much. Let's back it up, right? And then you'll be able to manifest those. You'll be able to cheat, and then you'll feel even better. Like, oh, so that'll click, that'll start reprogramming the belief system of how much you feel you can have or not have. The universe doesn't care about any of that, right? Dr. Playa said this, like, God doesn't have a difference between $1 and $100. That's you, like that's us, that's our belief system. But our belief system is what we're working within side of at the moment, with the intention that it is, of course, going to expand the more work we do. Work meaning the mantras and meditation and opening our belief system to feel that we're really worthy and can receive certain amount of things or energy. So that's going to continue to happen over here. But right here, we have to be a little practical for this moment. In this moment in time, I feel restricted by this limitation. Let me work within that in this moment, because it's more than what I have at the right now. So I'm still improving, right? The only thing you have to compare yourself against is where you are at the moment, not anybody else. Your friends who are making whatever amount of money or doing this and that is not who you're comparing yourself. You're comparing your future self to your current self, and your current self to your past self. And that's the environment you want to play, because that's where you can achieve growth. You can't achieve growth by comparing yourself to someone else and then feeling badly, because manifestation doesn't happen inside of the feeling badly. Okay. So you're comparing yourself to yourself, your past and your future, and you're taking on goals that feel completely doable to you. And you can set forth time frames if you'd like, or whatever it is. But really, what's the most important thing is the feeling of it. Like, oh my gosh, this is so possible. It's happening. It's already happened. It's happened right now. And then feeling like it's done. And then until it's done, you're writing it out. I'm so grateful for this, whatever that you decided you have and that you feel in your heart you already have. I'm so grateful for this. And just write it out. So if you have a little notebook with your Shreem Brzees on the separate page or even underneath your Shreem Brzees, I'm so grateful that I've already experienced or already have or already manifest this, and write it down, and write it 3 or 9 times a day. So really help yourself remember the goal. So defining it, what it is, and then utilizing the mantra to empower it.